Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part of our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
My man don't sleep. I'm slow to speak.
MacArthur, shot's good. Wow. Nice shot there by MacArthur.
Haney corrals the ball, gets it up and good. Haney. MacArthur going in stride, sends it to Haney. Up and good, and one play. Haney inside.
Roll. Spots up, shot's good.
Outside, Madison Campbell from McKinley Campbell. Good. Fakes the three, going inside. Left-handed layup, up and good.
MacArthur, open three. Banks it in.
There you go.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Heard they talking about who will win and why. I'm alive, just took one to revive. that vibe when we show up and collide. Me and the guys move just like the FOI. We were trained to use it. They were trained to use it. Should you like?
And now here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll begin with our visitors from Har-Ber. Starting at guard is a 5'11" senior, number 2, Brooklyn Owens. Also at guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 3, McKinley Campbell. Also at guard is a 5'5" sophomore, number 4, Madison Campbell. Another guard, a 5'5" junior, number 5, Jasmine MacArthur. And at forward, a 5'7" sophomore, number 22, Maya Haney. Lady Wildcats are coached by Kimberly Wilson. And now welcome the starting lineup for your Heritage High School War Eagles. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 4, Monica Howard. Starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 11, Karen Suarez. Also at forward is a 5'11" junior, number 14, Tegan Holt. At guard, a 5'6" freshman.
Good evening and welcome to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television as we present you Wildcat Basketball. I'm Connor Jenkins, proud to bring you all live event coverage of Wildcats athletics, especially the sport of basketball, as it is a fun time of the year. We're in late January as we are ramping up almost to the halfway point of conference play, the Lady Wildcats and the men's Wildcat team. Tonight, 2 more games, then we reach the halfway mark, but hey, we're going to have to wait a little bit on that. We have the bye day on Friday. Ooh, I don't like saying that. But you will play the next game for the Wildcats will be Tuesday of next week. That'll be against Northside, and then you've got crosstown rivals in Springdale on Friday of next week. That is the upcoming schedule. But we focus on here tonight. You play on the Lady War Eagles here in War Eagle Arena, and you look at this game, the Wildcats coming off a good game against Southside where they shot the ball better than they have in experiences. But I talked to Coach Jenkins before the game and going on record saying if we shoot the ball better, we can compete with every single team in the state. The games they've lost, as Brooklyn Owens puts in that bucket, the game they've lost, they have not shot the ball. They've shot below 50%. They've shot below 20% from 3. Those games being Conway, Little Rock Central, and Fayetteville, the only 3 losses for the Lady Wildcats on the year. 4-1 in conference play, their 1 loss coming to Fayetteville. Madison Campbell harassing the ball up top, comes away with a steal, and she'll go the other way, looking for 1 man to beat, and will be fouled. She'll go to the line, she'll shoot 2.
It's her first. To line with 2 shots is Madison Campbell.
Madison Campbell at the line, she'll shoot 2. Wildcats up by 2. Brooklyn Owens had the offensive rebound put back. And we looked at it last week with Southside, but you look at this team, 60 points per game almost for the Lady Wildcats, and 20 of those points coming off of turnovers. I think these points would contribute. I don't know how Huddle works it. Those are off a turnover that they forced. So this team is, when they get a steal, they push the tempo. You're going to see one of the main reasons they do so. They're in a full court man right now press. So they're going to put the pressure on you from the jump, and they're not really going to let up until you let up, pretty much. As the Heritage War Eagles beat it. That's Howard up top, guarded by Madison Campbell. Driving inside, sending back out. Now Suarez against Jazz MacArthur. Smaller defender is MacArthur against Suarez. Back out Howard, fakes the three. Now has Madison Campbell, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gives up, tipped away. Stays with it. Now Howard again, she's out deep. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Madison Campbell, another steal. She'll look to come the other way, sends it to McKinley Campbell. Now Owens, corner three, doesn't get it. Rebounded by MacArthur. Had the wide open three, decides against it, sends it up top. Now Owens, every Wildcat has touched the ball on the floor. Maya Haney gets it tipped out of bounds, and now we'll get a baseline out of bounds. 18 seconds on the shot clock, and already a timeout called. We're a minute and a half into the game, and that's going to be a timeout for the War Eagles. That will be a 30-second timeout. We'll take nothing with them. We'll stay right here. 3 OR score. Lady Wildcats up by 3 in what has already been a minute and a half in our game. They've gotten 2 steals on their transition defense. But really, talking to Coach Jenkins, they said we want that 20 points per game of our offense to be off those turnovers. That's how we want to play, that how keep us in games. That's how we want to go at teams. And she said, honestly, we start making our shots, it should be a 70 points per game team, not just a 61. The Lady Wildcats have had a rough start shooting the ball here in conference play, but they have managed to get 4 wins out of their 5 games played. But next week will be the test. If you're a Lady Wildcat fan, you've got Northside, who is the reigning conference champions from last year. Then you have Springdale, who is the current 1 seed of the conference of the 6A West. They're 5-0. Springdale also has some games coming up as well. They still have Fayetteville, Bentonville, and Har-Ber to play to the Springdale Bulldogs. Jazz MacArthur now with it, gives up McKinley Campbell. Now Owens on the right side, give back to Madison Campbell. Haney, she's got 5 seconds. McKinley Campbell, pull around, mid-range, back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Surratt. This might be, no, that's not Surratt. That was Olsen that had that rebound. I'm trying to see what the call was. I thought it was out of bounds. Oh, it was. They're signaling for the shot clock to go to 31 seconds, not reset. Madison Campbell, another steal. She's got 3, and she finishes the basket as well. Madison Campbell, active hands here to start. She's got 3 points, 3 steals, and now picks up the foul. She'll foul Suarez, and that'll be a substitution now for the War Eagles.
Har-Ber fouls charged before Madison Campbell. That's her first on the Lady Wildcats.
That'll be Cruz to come in. She'll take out Suarez. Looking to get it all the way in the backcourt. They cannot. They get it inside, and you've got some running room now. Back up top, Howard. Gets the screen, comes around at Madison Campbell, her 4th steal already. Maya Haney with no one in front of her, a clear landing strip, and knocks down the basket. 7-0 to start this ball game. They get it inside, now McKinley Campbell, that's Olsen with it. Stolen away, Maya Haney inside for 2, cannot get the basket. The full court pressure by the Lady Wildcats has been effective here to start in this ball game. Jazz MacArthur guarding up top against Howard. And they get it across. The War Eagles get it across, but they waste 10 seconds off the shot clock, so they've only got 25 seconds to run their offense. That's still an effective press if you're the Lady Wildcats. Owens all the way to Haney in stride. Now MacArthur, an unselfish play from Haney results in the bucket for MacArthur, and that'll be another timeout called for the War Eagles. A 9-0 start for the Lady Wildcats, and they have turned up the tempo. And you want to say points off turnovers, that's most of where they've scored this in this game so far. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back here with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in Me. My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Welcome back. 9-0 our score with 4:57 left to go in the first period. The full court man still prevalent here for the Lady Wildcats, and that one tipped out of bounds will stay with the War Eagles. Very active hands here to start. Madison Campbell has 4 steals, and we're in the first quarter. She's also got 3 points to go with it. Madison Campbell has been the early story here. Tries to get that one there, but the pressure, that will go Lady Wildcat way, as not an easy pass to make with this Wildcat defense right now. Stay on the sidelines, so the Wildcats will have it right in front of the Heritage bench. Madison Campbell inbound. They get it inside to McKinley Campbell. Looking to MacArthur. She's got a right side to work with. Tries to go through the legs of Cruz, but does not get it. Howard will come the other way and will travel. So that'll stay on the other sideline now. We'll just flip the sidelines, and the Wildcats will inbound again. Substitution here. That'll be Chloe Pockrus, who will come into the game for the War Eagles. She'll replace Howard. A younger War Eagle team here. Only 2 seniors on the entire roster. Corner 3 from MacArthur, no good. McKinley Campbell with the rebound, going inside to MacArthur. Tipped out and baseline out of bounds now for the Wildcats. Having to get into their, Coach Jenkins having to get into her bag of baseline and sideline out of bounds here with getting a lot of them to start. MacArthur gets doubled up top, gets it to McKinley Campbell, stolen away by Pockrus. Inside, outside, 3 up, 3, rim out, no good. And that will go back to the Lady Wildcats. Gracie Davenport will be the first sub off the bench, replacing MacArthur. McKinley Campbell now with it. She's up top. Coming around the screens. Gives to Owens in the corner. Madison Campbell, now McKinley Campbell inside to Davenport. Fakes it. Throws it over Owens. She's got a right side. Tries to throw it to Campbell. Cannot get it. Well, eventually does. 9 seconds. Davenport, you got to go. Madison Campbell, 5 seconds. She'll hoist up the 3 and gets it to fall. Madison Campbell with a strong start here in the first quarter. She's got 6 points, 4 steals to start. Looking for her 5th steal. She gets it and gets a basket off the turnover. Madison Campbell on cue. She's got 8 points and now 5 steals here to start this game. Can she get a double-double with points and steals? That's another. Oh, she almost had another one. That is going to be where I will have my bread and butter in this game, counting the Madison Campbell possible double-double. Up top is Pockrus. Yes, 3 up and good. Can't see numbers up here, it's hard. Davenport sending back up Owens. She'll pull from 3 and knocks it down. Brooklyn Owens, a good sign to start. She's got 5 early points, the second leading scorer for the Wildcats. Madison Campbell with the 8 of the 17. And Maya Haney had the back tip, still on their side of the half court, but they get it across to the Lady War Eagles. Now going inside, sending back out, and they'll reset it. Pockrus up top. Gets tipped away, and a foul called. If that would have been recovered, that would have been a steal for Madison Campbell because she tipped that ball out. 8 points, 5 steals for Madison Campbell. That's what we're tracking, at least what I'm tracking right now. Springdale Bulldogs off today. This is their bye day. Lady Wildcats and the men's Wildcat team will be the last, I think, team to get a bye day. That's on Friday, as Maya Haney will pick up the foul. 2:34 left to play in the first period. 17-3 our score, a 14-point advantage in favor of the Lady Wildcats here in War Eagle Arena on this Tuesday night. Looking inside, trying to get it back out. She does. Now Pockrus, guarded by Madison Campbell, goes up for 2, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound put back in from Cruz. McKinley Campbell not wasting any time, looking to push pace, right side to work, and that'll be a blocking foul call. They're going to call that on the floor. That'll be the second team foul on Heritage, so we'll stay on the baseline. Ayani Henry will sub in. If they can see her, there you go. She'll sub in. Maya Haney will come out. So McKinley Campbell will inbound off the 3-low set. Looking outside, Madison Campbell doesn't even look at the rim. Brooklyn Owens, she looks, doesn't get the three. Ayani Henry offensive board. Gracie Davenport from three, knocks it down. Gracie Davenport, that's something that she can add a lot of off the bench. That's a good shooter for this Lady Wildcat team. In the full court, trying to keep the Lady Wildcats about 1 second. That should be 10, and it is. The Lady Wildcats forced the 10-second violation against the War Eagles. I was counting off the shot clock, and then I look over and see Coach Jenkins holding up the 10. I think that's 2 and 2 equals 4, and they will call the 10-second violation. McKinley Campbell will bring it across. I think 2 and 2 equals 4. I don't know. Math is hard. Davenport fakes the three, gets inside Madison Campbell. Faking, sending back out Owen. Top of the key three, gets it to fall. Brooklyn Owens aggressive here to start, and it's paying off. She ties Madison Campbell for leading scorer in the game with 8. In the full court still are the War Eagles trying to beat the press. They do. Going down low, Pocris and Davenport with a steal. Wildcats have really pushed the tempo to the unliking of Heritage, and a 2 good for Gracie Davenport. She's got 5 early points. A great start for her for the sophomore off the bench. Howard up top. Guarded by Davenport. Looking inside, they get it to Cruz, stolen away by McKinley Campbell, out of bounds. 49.7 left in the first, 25-5 our score. And if this persists, which you always say this and it never happens, it happens without fail every single time, the Wildcats are on pace for 100 points. Now, will that change? Of course. But it's fun to talk about. If you go 4 quarters, first quarter, they've scored 25, that's on pace for 100. Stolen away, tipped out of bounds, and that will stay with the War Eagles on their baseline. 25-5, 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. War Eagles to inbound. They don't really have many targets. They get it inside to Suarez, now inside. We have her number in the roster they gave me. Nope, that's Holt. Okay, they got Holt. Holt will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. Jazz MacArthur will come in at the next free throw.
Team scorer at the line shooting 2 is Tegan Holt.
Tegan Holt, the junior, 5'11 junior, misses the first free throw. She is officially the tallest player on the floor. The tallest Wildcat that has touched the floor tonight is Brooklyn Owens, about 5'9". As she sinks the second one. 41.7 left to play in the first period. 25-6 our score. Owens catches it, gives to Davenport. Resetting to Madison Campbell. You've got no McKinley Campbell right now. MacArthur in the corner. Back to Davenport. A little more of a zone look now for Heritage. An aggressive zone look. Owens inside, mid-range, pull up. She's been automatic, and she'll get her 10th point of the night. The first Wildcat in double digits. 27-6 now our score with 13 left to play in the first period. MacArthur harassing the ball up top against Howard. Owens could have had a break, it's breakaway. Suarez, pull up, mid-range, doesn't get it, and that's all she wrote for first quarter action. 27-6, a 21-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats going into the second quarter. We'll be right back here with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas. with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Welcome back to War Eagle Arena. I'm Connor Jenkins, bringing you all live event coverage of Wildcat Athletics. Springdale Athletic Foundation proud to bring you this live event coverage. And if you really want to see anything else Wildcat or Bulldog Athletics, go to the Springdale Athletic Foundation Instagram page, where all of that is handled by yours truly and with some help from a lot of other people. I can tell you that. We've got it all covered on that Instagram page, so go give it a look. Up top now, fresh 8 on the clock. Cruz looking inside, can't get it to her. Owens with the steal. Presley Hudson has checked into the game for the first time. And Cruz with a tip away. We'll see a baseline out of bounds now for the Wildcats. 7:46 left to play in the second quarter. And interesting fact, I'm going to say it. She might kill me. But Coach Jenkins, Coach Kimberly Jenkins of the Lady Wildcats, she has a birthday tomorrow. And the reason she might kill me is because that is her 50th birthday tomorrow. Coach Jenkins, we want to wish you a happy early birthday on behalf of the Springdale Athletic Foundation and behalf of all Lady Wildcat basketball fans, as Brooklyn Owens says happy birthday and knocks down the 3. She's got 13. I had to do it. Had to do it. She might get really mad, but hey, worth it. Maya Haney with the steal, looking in transition to MacArthur. Faking, give to Hudson. Now Owens in the corner. She's been hot. That one tipped out of bounds. Owens with 13. Madison Campbell with 8. Madison Campbell gets the break, though. Campbell has 8 points, 5 steals in that first quarter. MacArthur will inbound. Has Henry wide open. Misses her on that one. Hudson up top. Gives to Owens. Now MacArthur in the corner. You'd like to see MacArthur get some confidence right there. She pulls the 3. Doesn't get it. Haney, rebound, put back and in. Maya Haney in the right spot, the right time, and gets the automatic go-ahead bucket. Owens off the steal from MacArthur. Tipped away and stolen by the War Eagles, but tipped back and stolen by Maya Haney. Coach Jenkins saying go the other way, as Haney had a full head of steam on the steal. MacArthur over to Hudson. Right now the zone look, the 2-3 being ran against the Lady Wildcats. You've got to get the ball inside if you want to beat it. Haney. Now Owens, 3, she likes it, she hits it! Brooklyn Owens getting active here to start. She's got 16 now. Lead almost up to 30 for the Lady Wildcats here in the second quarter. Suarez gives up, and that's Holt, I should say. Howard now with it. Now Cruz, guarded by Henry. Giving the ball back, 3 up. MacArthur might have got a hand on it. That one, nothing but air. Now MacArthur in stride for 2, gets it. And the Wildcats' tempo is pushed right now. They are not stopping for anyone here in this first half of action. 37-6 now our score, 5:40 left to play in the half. Suarez, Haney with another steal, and she's got maybe 4 of them now. To Owens for 2, gets it. Brooklyn Owens in stride, and a timeout called by Coach Lehman. And the War Eagles should be a full timeout. He's used both of his 30s. Yes, it will be a full. We'll take a full timeout with him to give a word to a few of our sponsors who make this all possible here at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy.
Welcome back to War Eagle Arena here at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. We're proud to bring you Lady Wildcat basketball, men's Wildcat action coming up here soon. We'll have Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh joining us at halftime to talk about their season so far in conference play, their 4-1 start, and then what to expect in the coming week of what they will see is the strongest team in our league due to the standings, the Springdale Bulldogs, next Friday, as Ioni Henry with the steal, and crosstown rival, I should say. Owens gets back tipped. MacArthur on the ground. The effort there from the Wildcats, and they save the possession. Back to MacArthur. Fakes a three, driving inside for two. Almost gets it. They call it on the floor, though, and that'll be baseline out of bounds again for the Lady Wildcats. 39-6 now our score in the second quarter. 33-point advantage. Owens has 18 here in the first half. You want to look at that? That's on pace for almost 40. 36. Math. Haney gets it to MacArthur, looking inside for Henry. Now MacArthur sizing up. Hudson wide open. Now Haney, she'll drive inside, just says, I'm going to get two. You can stop me if you want, and does so right there. Maya Haney, a strong start in this game as well. That is her either 6th or 8th point, and she's gotten 4 steals to go with it at least. I wish I was better at tracking steals. That's very hard to track. Giving it up top. Driving inside against Owens. Blocked away, Brooklyn Owens. Doing it on both ends is the senior. I don't know if she's a guard or forward. Whatever you want her to be, that's what Brooklyn Owens will be. She's done everything for this Wildcat team this year. The foul called on the floor. Ioni Henry will be assessed with that one.
Har-Ber fouls on number 24, Ioni Henry. Her first.
Heritage War Eagles to inbound. Trying to get inside, they do. Back up top, faking the three, driving inside is Kitterman. Almost stolen away, but recovered now. From three, gets it to fall. Owens kind of backed up, and hey, she knocked it down. Can't see the numbers as much. Maybe my eyes are deteriorating. It was Leah Gardner that knocked that one down. Haney against Cruz, loses the handle, but recovers. Now Presley Hudson driving inside, dribbling back out. Maya Haney three, and gets it to fall. Maya Haney, and the Wildcats' shooting woes have been answered here to start this game tonight. They have been very successful from three-point territory, and Coach Jenkins telling them they shoot 11% from three-point territory. I was talking to her and the team earlier. She said, we shoot 11%. Let's make 11 threes here tonight. They're on pace to do so. They've hit a good amount here to start. That three from deep, knocking it down. The War Eagles have some life. Kitterman with that one. MacArthur fakes the pull-up from three. Now driving inside for two. She'll get blocked away. 44-12 our score after 2 made threes by the War Eagles to make it into double digits for them. Substitution now, as that will be Madison Campbell coming back into the game. She'll replace Owens. Owens, our leading scorer of the night, with 18 for both teams. As I said, Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh, head coach of the men's basketball team for the Wildcats, will be joining us at halftime to discuss their season so far in conference and what's to come. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably give it about a 3-minute break, and then we'll have Coach Deffenbaugh ready for you. Going inside, and a travel call. That will go the other way. MacArthur will run the point guard responsibilities here for the Wildcats. You still have Hudson out there. She can run guard. Madison Campbell can run guard. And Maya Haney has pushed the tempo as well here tonight. A very versatile lineup on the floor. Madison Campbell, pull up, mid-range, got it. Book it for Madison Campbell. She's got 10 now. 10 points, 5 steals for Madison Campbell. like to see maybe if they add some more tip-ins there that she could have more than 5 steals. I'm just counting the steals that I've physically seen her get, but she has tipped. She's gotten a lot of deflections as well. Ione Henry with another steal. Maya Haney in transition looking for Hudson. Now to MacArthur. Hudson got the assist. MacArthur got the bucket. And we'll go the other way with the Wildcats ending up with another transition bucket off a steal. Their points off turnovers have been absurd here tonight. Madison Campbell with another almost, it was very close. Hudson gets the steal. She's got a breakaway. Going up for 2, Presley Hudson's in the score column. The Wildcat bench loving the fact that she got the basket to fall. 50-12 now our score. And yes, I am happy to say we are still on track for 100 points for this Lady Wildcat team. They scored 25 in the first quarter, now 50 here. Madison Campbell, another steal. Presley Hudson, another transition bucket. And Hudson's now got 4 off of Madison Campbell playing some excellent defense. 52-12, now a 40-point advantage at half, or almost into halftime. A minute left in the half. Another tip away, but they will call that. Madison Campbell getting a little too aggressive, getting her hand stuck in the cookie jar, and she will be assessed the foul, her second personal. She's got 10 points and 7 steals now. I mean, wow. I'd keep her in there and say, go get you 3 more steals just so you can get a double-double with points and steals. As Presley Hudson tips that one away. 59.9 left to go in the half. The Wildcats up by 40. War Eagles to inbound. Try to get it inside. They do. That'll be Howard against Hudson. Hudson up top. Heavy defense by Hudson being played, forcing the turnover. Ione Henry to Hudson, who's in stride again, looking for 6, and she's got it. Presley Hudson, who plays the pressure defense, ultimately forces the turnover, and then runs to the other end and gets the transition bucket. She's been in stride for 3 plays in a row, and she's gotten 3 buckets out of it. 33.2 left to go in the half. Maya Haney will pick up the foul, her second. She's got 9 points, does Haney. Everybody feasting here tonight for the Lady Wildcats. Getting inside over the head of Henry. And jump ball call. The possession area will favor the Wildcats. I don't know if they're going to credit Haney with that steal, but if they did, that'd be her 5th or 6th steal of the night as well. Haney being very active defensively here tonight. 25 seconds. Wildcats in no rush whatsoever. Haney gives to MacArthur. 20 seconds. Now Madison Campbell faking off the foot of herself. So that will go the other way. 54-12. 18 seconds left to go in the half. War Eagles will have it, and they have the decision-making power to end this half if they choose so. Giving up Suarez. Up top, guarded by Madison Campbell. Now MacArthur. Howard. Guarded by Hudson. 3. Madison Campbell, another steal in the half-court heave, but Madison Campbell will end the half. I hope this is right. Huddle, back me up here. I've counted at least 7, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. So she has 10 points, 8 steals in the first half of action. Now, we probably won't see her much in the second half. Wildcats up by 42, 54-12, our score going into halftime. But what an amazing half defensively for this Lady Wildcat team. And that is what's really turned up their tempo, and they have shot the ball extremely well. We'll head to a quick commercial break. Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh, I already see him coming up here, so we'll be back with him shortly. Don't go anywhere. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. We'll be right back.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Welcome back to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I'm Connor Jenkins. Joining alongside me, Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh. Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Connor.
And Coach, we didn't get to talk to you last week. We got to talk to Coach Potteroff, which we love to get a new perspective on everything.
Yep.
We got to talk to Coach Josh Tarver also, so it was an assistant day, I guess.
Yep.
But we get to talk to you now. You've gotten back your stride. You've now gotten in the win column overall. You've got some momentum going in, but your greatest foe is coming up. You've got Springdale next week. I know we don't want to focus on that as much, but tell us about the stride and where you guys have really improved to get that going.
Well, like I think I've told you before, our non-conference schedule was brutal.
Yeah, it was.
It was really brutal. The teams we played, the type of talent we had to go up against, and we lost most of those games by less than 3 points. So I knew just to make up our team, once we get to league play, I felt like we'd be pretty good. We still got to make shots, still got to defend, but I just felt like what we've gone through non-conference would definitely help us in a conference league right now. And, I don't know if we're hitting our stride. I think we're playing pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we've got a good, solid rotation now. I think the B.J. Grundy kid has come into our rotation and really solidified some outside shooting that we had to have. And, of course, we know what Cortland and Wood's going to do night in, night out. Marley when he's rolling and Jabari Washington when he's playing good. We know what those guys can bring. We just need that other player like B.J. Grundy to step up, make some shots. And so right now, I think we're playing pretty good basketball.
And the on-ball pressure that B.J. Grundy adds as well on the defensive end. He has been the definition of next man up mentality and has taken it and ran with it ultimately. Done a great job. You got to see a lot more Wildcats than expected in the Southside game. I had to bring out some rosters on that one. You didn't have Mulder, you didn't have Washington in that game. You still come out with a massive win against a conference foe. Tell us a little bit about how you like to see those players get in there, get active, what you see from your perspective, and then give us a little bit about Mulder and Jabari.
Well, it's always good, Connor, when you can get everybody in. Those guys, they come to practice and they work hard, just like the first 7 players. And anytime you can get number 9, 10, 11, 12 those guys into the game, it bodes well for everybody. You saw our bench was electric.
Yeah,
and my wife even said, that's the most exciting I've ever seen your bench. It's good for those starters. Like I said, those first 7 guys, 6 guys, to see those other guys that bang and they come in it every day and they don't get the attention. They don't get on the floor. So when those guys got to get in against Southside, make some baskets and make some plays, it was really good to see our bench get electric and pull for those guys and give them some cheers. And that's always good.
Most electrics I've seen that bench since Ben Stacy in your first year.
Stacy, that's
when
right.
that bench would get active.
Well, Ben Stacy was I had an award, the Ben Stacy Award, the guy with the most energy on the bench, and he was definitely that guy.
Yeah, that was we got tonight. I don't see Marley dressed out right now. Do you have any information on that you're willing to share?
Team decision. Mar missed half a practice.
Okay.
We got the times mixed up, and he does have a little hip injury a little bit. So if you miss practice late, it's automatic 2 quarters. And since he's hurt, we just said go ahead and let's just set this one out.
And we played last game without Washington, without Mulder. I see both of them are back here tonight. But really, I want to talk to you about Hayden Wood. We talk about him all the time. You've said to me multiple occasions you think he is probably one of the most seasoned, if not winningest, Wildcat in men's basketball history, which – I mean, honestly, I've done research on it. You might be correct on that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, his development athletically, physically to this year has been something unheard of. So tell us a little bit about what he means to this team and what he adds at different level. Maybe you lost some coming into this season and some subtractions with personnel, but his addition has been a very good sign.
Well, if you remember, Connor, I'm just going to throw a date out. I think it was January 28th, middle of February. You could just see something in his overall game. Think about this. Last year he had one dunk.
Yeah, I remember Bentonville West was his first dunk ever.
And that was about January, this time period, when you kind of could see some confidence coming, some strength starting to come to him. And, then we go to spring, summer, he comes back, and I think playing AAU ball, he's committed himself to being a really good player. He's in the gym late at night. He's gotten stronger. He's just added so much to his game, Connor, that's really helped us. I love the things I can do with him.
Yeah.
As a coach, you like a multi-facet type or multi-scoring type of player that what he is, because I can do so many different things with him.
Yeah.
In matchups, I can post him, I can put him in the mid-range, I can run him into the ball screen, I can set him up have him set the screen.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife.
I can fun flares for him. I can do so many different things with him, and I can let him bring it up.
Yeah.
He can handle the ball. He can pass the ball. I can initiate the offense with him, or I can have him receive the offense. So he's added that to us, and just got to get him to take a charge. He's that gummit.
That's the one level left.
He is the one starter that's been with me for all these years, and he has not taken one gum charge in his 3-year career here. But
so we should see some excitement from you if that ever does happen.
If that ever does happen, you're probably going to see a timeout.
Yeah.
I'm going to applaud him and pull him out for a minute
Yeah.
just to recognize that. But no, I'm excited for Hayden, how he's playing, and just hope he continues to play like how he's doing.
I got one more question for you. I'll let you go. But we're now, after tonight, we'll be two games away from the halfway point of conference. You'll have seen everybody. You've gotten a lick or a punch in with everybody. Where do you think you guys are at, and where do you need to grow in the second half going into playoffs in our conference?
I ain't no doubt about it. Springdale's head and shoulders above everybody. Even though we haven't played them yet, we've seen them. We've been in the same events, same tournaments they have. We've watched them, and they just present so many different problems on the defensive end. They're long. They got skilled players. I mean, they got a high-profile player in Isaiah. So you got to give them. I think they're the best team in the league. We just got to, worry about us. Are we second? Are we third? I don't know. We just got to take one game at a time. And Heritage is our next game right now, so we got to focus in on Heritage. And then, like you said, then we've got Northside, and then here it comes.
Yeah.
Next Friday. So not trying to think about that game too much, like I said, but it's going to be a fun second turn. We've got 2 more games on this first side, and then we got flip it. So we'll find out where we're at here in this game and the next 2.
Yeah, and you say second or third seed, you're going to be the scariest second, third seed there is in the state tournament with the personnel that you have any given night. This is a team that can hit you right in the mouth. Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh, you've had a lot of success for the Wildcats. Thank you so much for joining us here in halftime.
Connor, thank you very much for having me. Always looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. We'll be taking a quick commercial break. We'll come back with Lady Wildcat action. They're up by 40 here going out of halftime.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back. A brief break there, but we had to ask Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh. We missed him last week when we interviewed both assistants, which is really good to see the different point of view from Coach Potteroff and Coach Tarver for their respective teams. But when you get to talk to the big dog, you got to get some good questions in there. Good interview with Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh talking about their season and what's to come, but also where they stack up in our league, which is not an easy league to stack up in. It's a very competitive league. The 6A West and 6A Central, the top leagues in the state of Arkansas. 54-12 our score. The starting lineup back for the Wildcats. And the foul there on the shot. That one assessed to Maya Haney. That's her third personal. She's got 9 points. Ooh, she got 6 steals, I think, to go with it, too. Maya Haney has been aggressive here to start, and it has paid off. McKinley Campbell has not scored a single point. I don't know if she's attempted a shot, actually. I don't think she's attempted a shot here in this ball game, but that just shows you the sophomore sensation that we know as McKinley Campbell, the leading scorer of this team, coming off a 20-point-plus performance against Southside. Not scoring the ball, it's not a matter of she's having an off night. She's being unselfish, letting her teammates get active, and it has really paid off as the Wildcats have the 41-point advantage right now. McKinley Campbell driving baseline, going for 2, and she takes a shot, and she makes the shot. McKinley Campbell on cue with the 2. 7:20 left to play in the third quarter, 56-13, a 43-point advantage. Howard back over. Pulling from deep 3, that one short. Tried to tip it back in, but out of bounds off the War Eagles, and we'll go the other way. Madison Campbell, this is her time to shine. Ladies and gentlemen, she's got 10 points. She also has 8 steals. She's got 2 steals to go for a double-double with points and steals. I hope everybody knows how insane that is. MacArthur to Haney. Now McKinley Campbell looking inside for Owens. She'll get nothing, but she will get fouled, actually. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot 2 free throws. She's got 18, looking to make it 20 at the free throw line. And if you are not new to being a Wildcat fan at War Eagle Arena, the boys' game, War Eagles, I will give them credit. I'll give them their flowers. They have some of the best student sections that I have ever seen. But you never know. I don't see many of them here yet. As Brooklyn Owens sinks the pair, she's got 20, the leading scorer of this ball game. Brooklyn Owens now with 20. Suarez to the corner, looking inside against Madison Campbell. Back out Howard. She fakes the deep 3. Zone look right now for the Lady Wildcats. They're looking like they're in a 2-3, and they'll live with that 3. As Brooklyn Owens with the rebound, looking to push. Gives to McKinley Campbell. Pull up, mid-range, got it. McKinley Campbell, actually she did shoot 1 shot in the first half. She's 2 for 3 now. She's got 4. Looking up top for Howard, trying to seal McKinley Campbell in the zone. They're trying to keep her out of the play. They get the ball inside, and McKinley Campbell, I don't know if that's going to be a steal or a block, but it is a turnover on the War Eagles. Campbell trying to get it inside, and that one stolen away by the War Eagles, getting their get back, if you will. So no Marlee tonight if you're a men's basketball Wildcat fan. You will have Bolger, you will have Jabari Washington returning to the lineup. Getting inside, stolen away, Maya Haney. That'll be her 7th steal of the night. MacArthur inside for 2. Bank it in. Jazz MacArthur with a strong finish. And we've got almost a 50-point game. Going inside, hit away. Madison Campbell now. That one hit again by Maya Haney. Inside for 2. Rims out, no good. Madison Campbell, she comes the other way, kind of smiling a little bit. Wants that one back. I mean, my eyes could be going crazy maybe, but Maya Haney, I think, has 8 steals. And she's got 9 points. That one up and in. That'll be 2 points for Tegan Holt. 62-15 our score. See Gracie Davenport at the scores table. Ayani Henry set to check in as well. Campbell with it to MacArthur. Has Haney in the corner. Looking inside for Owens. They get it to her. Inside for 2. Gets it to fall. And Brooklyn Owens has 22 now for the Wildcats. Now the lead up to 49. Looking backdoor for Suarez. Inside for two, and she gets it to fall. Karen Suarez, the 5'11 sophomore, with the basket there. Madison Campbell inside to Maya Haney, sizing up top, and the travel call. That'll go the other way. Davenport and Henry will come in. Haney and someone else has to get off the court. Haney and Owens will come out. .406 left to play in the third quarter. 64-17, a 47-point advantage for the Wildcats. Here in War Eagle Arena, the jump ball call and the possession arrow will favor the Lady Wildcats. We'll go the other way. Madison Campbell will inbound in the full court. 3:50 left to go in the third period. Campbell gets to Davenport. Up top, MacArthur fakes the pass, looking back at Davenport. She'll pull from three, too much space, doesn't get it. Madison Campbell offensive board, but gets tipped out of bounds and will go the other way. Davenport said too much space. Ooh, that's going to have to go up there. Howard up top against McKinley Campbell. Howard back up. 2-3 zone right now for the Lady Wildcats. 3 up from Heritage. Rims out, no good. Tipped out of bounds, or saved actually by Madison Campbell. McKinley Campbell to Davenport. She'll pull up mid-range. Rims out and rebounded. That's the shot, though. If you're Davenport that you kind of live with, the defender taking away MacArthur in transition, so kind of the best shot possible in that situation. Maybe a dribble inside, possibly. That one tipped out of bounds. We'll go baseline out of bounds now for the War Eagles. They get it inside, tipped away. Madison Campbell, that's her 9th steal of the night, everyone. I hope everybody knows how insane that is. McKinley Campbell, 2 points, good. Well, I guess no one is here to confirm it. I don't have a color commentator, so I'm just speaking to myself. Well, I think it's cool. Back over Howard. She'll pull from 3. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Cruz. In the corner, now inside. Blocked away by Henry, but foul called. That foul assessed to Henry. She'll pick up her second. Tegan Holt at the line. She'll shoot 2. Wildcats will stick with their 5 out there right now. They've gone 8 deep here tonight, Hudson being the 8th. Now that changes. Sophia Rubio-Monk set to check in now. McKinley Campbell will bring the ball across. You've got 2 Wildcats left on that bench. I assume both of them will come into the game. Tabby Wilkes as well as Cameron Wyrick. Corner 3, McKinley Campbell doesn't get it. Madison Campbell tries for the offensive rebound, but that will go out of bounds. And now we see Sophia Rubio-Monk check into the game. She'll replace MacArthur. 66-18, almost a 50-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats here in War Eagle Arena, and we have not entered the 4th quarter yet. Madison Campbell steal, and that is 10 steals for Madison Campbell. Now to Davenport. Davenport fadeaway jumper gets it to fall. The night of the Wildcats, I mean, the cops might come because they have stolen a lot of stuff here tonight. That is a 10-point game, 10 steal game for Madison Campbell, if my numbers are right, which numbers are hard, by the way, but I'm trying. 68-18, 50-point advantage going into the 4th quarter with 1:32 left in the 3rd. War Eagles will inbound. I hope Huddle backs me up so I don't sound just stupid. Howard to inbound. Tries to get inside to Suarez, gets it to Cruz instead. She handles it against Rubio. Monk inside for two, doesn't get it. Monk tries to save it, but will be out of bounds, and that'll stay with the War Eagles on the baseline. Howard to inbound, looking for Cruz. Cannot get it, but does actually, to Cruz. Up top, stolen away, Madison Campbell. If that was in doubt, it's 100% 10 now. And she goes inside, gets the basket. I'm counting that as her 11th steal, and she's got 12 points to go with it. I mean, you want to watch a defensive masterclass, you should have watched this game here tonight. 70-18 now our score, a 52-point advantage. I think that one was tipped by Madison Campbell as well. McKinley Campbell now in transition, looking to push. Sees no numbers, but says, I don't care, and gets the two, adding on to the point total of the Lady Wildcats. They've got 72 now. They're 3 points away from still being on track for 100. They have scored 25 plus in every single quarter they have played so far. They're at 22 right now. That three scored by the War Eagles. Garner with it. McKinley Campbell in the full court. They need 3 points here to stay with the average. Now Davenport, she's looking to get the three. She sinks it! Gracie Davenport, and this is what I'm excited about. We're on pace for 100 points for the Lady Wildcats. 75-21. This is what I'm excited for. Now we're pulling volleyball line shots. That one doesn't go in. Howard cannot get it to fall. 75-21. That is math. 54-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats going into the fourth quarter. Wilkes set to check in. Going into the fourth, we'll be right back here. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, proud to bring you Lady Wildcat basketball.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Welcome back to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I'm Connor Jenkins, proud to bring you live event coverage of Wildcat basketball. We've got the Wildcat men's team coming up on our live event coverage after this ball game, but before then, we have a fresh 8 on the fourth quarter clock, 75-21, a 54-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats. And this clock, they have already started it. We don't have the ball in, by the way. So that's how quick we're going to be running this clock. The sportsmanship rule in effect here in the fourth quarter. It will be in effect for the rest of the game, no matter the results that happen. Trying to get it inside, they do, sending back out. 4-3, the War Eagles. Don't get it. Davenport with the rebound. She'll come the other way. Davenport's had a great night as well tonight. She's got 10. Wilkes recovered by Davenport. Over to Hudson, who has 6. Now Wilkes inside to Henry, tries to thread the needle. Stolen away by the War Eagles, coming the other way. Given up. Back up top, that's Pockrass. Kitterman trying to get it inside, tipped away, staying with the War Eagles. The Wildcats 1 player away from emptying their bench. Trying to get inside, they do. Giving back, wide open 3, cannot get it to fall. Davenport rebound. Has options. Gets it inside to Monk. Back out Hudson, faking the 3. Going inside, back out Davenport. Goes to Henry, and now to Monk, and everyone is eating for this Lady Wildcat team. It's a feast. 77-21, 56-point advantage now for the Lady Wildcats. 6:20 left to play in the period. Up top. Swinging. To the corner for three. Faking. Going inside. Back out for three. Tipped away. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now 5. Going up. Pull up. Mid-range. Book it. That's Tegan Holt. She gets her 8th point of the night. Presley Hudson slowing it down now for the Wildcats. Getting the screen from Henry. Davenport up top. Looking for Wilkes. Gets it to her. Now Monk. Back to Hudson. Now Davenport. Fakes the three. Tried for the pull-up mid-ranger. Didn't get enough daylight. Hudson in the corner. Losing the handle. Trying to recover. Jump ball. Should be, yes, and it will stay with the Wildcats. A running clock. We've got 5:15 now left in the fourth. So if you are now just tuning in, Madison Campbell had 12 points and 11 steals in this ball game. Maya Haney had 9 points, 8 steals in this ball game. You continue to look at it as well. What is some other storyline? Oh, yeah. Brooklyn Owens, 22 points in this ball game. Davenport, 10 off the bench. Hudson, 6 off the bench. And really, transition and tempo has been the story of this game, what is leading now to the 54-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats. They've scored 77. They've averaged 25 points in every single quarter here tonight. With 8 seconds left on the shot clock, they're trying to get inside to Henry. They cannot get it. And if you want to talk about a birthday present, I mentioned it earlier, Coach Jenkins of the Lady Wildcats, her birthday is tomorrow, January 22nd. She is turning the big 5-0 for the Lady Wildcats, and I will get in so much trouble for mentioning that, but I have to because that's a big occasion, and she's going to go in to that birthday tomorrow with what's looking like a big win in conference play. Zone look right now for the Wildcats. Up top, Holt. Stolen away, Davenport. She's got transition numbers by herself. Up for two. Gets it to fall, and Davenport's give her 12 now. 79-23. Davenport having a great night off the bench for the Wildcats, getting some extended rope and taking advantage of it. Inside for two. Hit on the head was Rockwell. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot two. Running clock, so we are quickly going through this fourth quarter. 3:45 now left. They have shot the ball from three extremely well, have the Lady Wildcats. Not exact numbers here, but it is one of their best three-point nights that they've had all season. They've at least hit 7 or 8 of them from my count. Davenport having 2 of those, by the way. She's still in the ball game. 79-23, 56-point advantage after the free throw, now 55. Substitutions here. The War Eagles come back with they've been platoon swapping pretty much all night. They don't have too deep of a bench. They only have actually 9 players dressed. They've played all 9 of those players. Wyrick, the Wildcats have now played all of their players. They have 6, so they have 11 total players. They played all of them. Wilkes inside to Wyrick, trying to handle the ball. She'll get fouled on the floor. Men's Wildcat action right after this one. They'll take on the War Eagles in where they look to go 5-1 in conference play. They sit as the 2 seed. Both of the Wildcat teams sitting at the 2 seeds in the 6A West. The 1 seeds of both of the men's and women's is the Springdale Bulldogs, who are both 5-0. They have their bye day today, so that will not change. But the Wildcats will be at 5-1 after this ball game, for the Lady Wildcats at least. That one turned over. 79-24, 55-point advantage with 2 minutes now left to play in the fourth quarter. See the coaching staff, Coach Kimberly Jenkins, Coach Josh Tarver, Coach Autumn Lim, Coach Brandy Davis on the bench wearing the Carolina. Very happy with their results here tonight. Going inside Howard, blocked by Wilkes. And the jump ball, that will stay with the War Eagles on the baseline. And you see Wilkes back into the lineup. If you're a Wildcat faithful, you know that she can bring a lot to the table. But she has been out with a finger injury where it has not been the most pleasant of injuries, but she is back. She's got them taped, but she is playing, and that is a great sign. She has not been able to play for a long time for this Wildcat team, but she is back now, and we've almost reached the halfway point of conference, so it's interesting to see what she could maybe add to this Wildcat lineup that they might not have. A minute left here in this ball game. The Wildcats up by 55. Cruz with the first free throw off the front of the iron. Looking to cut the lead down to 54 with this second free throw is Cruz. Time ticking off the clock quickly. She'll sink it to 54-point lead now, and the shot clock about a 1 second, if that, differential. The Wildcats can dribble it out if they want to. Wyrick gives to Wilkes. Now Davenport. She'll dribble inside, going for two. Scoop shot, no good. The War Eagles now have it. Coming the other way. 79-25. The team that averages 60 points, they're 19 points above their total points per game average on the season. Presley Hudson will recover and should dribble it out. She's got 3 seconds, sees that, slows it, and that will be the ball game. 79-25, a 54-point win here on this regular conference Tuesday for the Wildcats. Doing business, hitting from deep, stealing the ball extremely well, and then capitalizing off of War Eagle turnovers. That has been the story here tonight. Madison Campbell had 12 points. She had 11 steals to go with it, at least my count. It could be more. But Maya Haney had 9 points. She had 8 steals to go with those as well. That just defines our game, is the steal and the points off turnovers off those steals. That was an impressive outing for the Lady Wildcats and this team. Good win going into next week, where they are going to have a monster truck coming right at them. They've got Northside on Tuesday, who is a reigning conference champion of the 6A West. And then you've got the 1 seed of the conference and crosstown rival Springdale on next Friday, but they will get the break this Friday. So Wildcats will rest up, and they will have an eventful week next week. We'll be there for all live event coverage. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, proud to bring you all Wildcat basketball. We'll be right back with men's Wildcat action here in War Eagle Arena.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown fresh.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit.
My credit score wasn't that good.
But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
We apologize for technical difficulties. Joining us back again, Coach Jenkins. We apologize for that, but we're about to get into the action here. The referee is coming onto the court. So you were in the middle of telling us about that game. So restart a little bit. I'll set it up for you again. You win that game by 54. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we had a good night shooting. We're kind of due. Haven't been shooting it real well lately, so it was good to come in and see the ball go through the net. Shared the ball really well, got out in some passing lanes, did a few things a little better than what we've been doing the past couple games, so that felt pretty good overall.
And we're about to get into the action here, but we want to keep you for 2 or 3 more questions. So due to technical difficulties, we wouldn't normally do this, but you improve now to 5-1 conference play. You'll stay at the 2 seed behind Springdale as they are 5-0. They had the bye day today. You stack up against some of the best in the conference pretty well. Tell us about where you think you guys are at. We're almost to the halfway point, but you've got a very eventful next week.
Right, yeah. I mean, we have Northside and Springdale next week. We've got the rest of this week without a game on Friday to have a bye Friday to really try to get some details done and work on some of our shots and just seeing the ball go through the hoop.
And the ball going through the hoop right there for Cortland Muldrew, starting it off strong. And then you see a very good shooting night for you guys, but that hasn't been the story. But you look at your overall record. I think you guys are 17-3 now, 18-3? 17-3. One of the best starts in Har-Ber women's basketball history. Tell us a little bit about kind of the success that's gone into that, the pieces that are really define that record for your team.
Well, I think, kind of defining piece for our team is just unselfish play. Very proud of the girls' mentality of just, trying to do what's best for the team and putting the team first, and there's not any selfish agendas, and it's really fun to be a part of a team that has good chemistry like we do this year. So we're excited about where we're sitting right now. Lots of work yet to do. Our conference is tough night in and night out, so we're just excited to have the opportunity to be where we're at right now.
When we look at your team identity, you've had a lot of teams through Har-Ber. You had a lot of teams through your previous school at Valley Springs. You're a 2-time state champion. You've won the conference twice for the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats. How does this team differentiate, I guess, as Jabari Washington hits the 3, differentiate from the rest? How is this different from a Coach Kimberly Jenkins team in the past?
Man, it's hard to say that. Each team is unique and special. I think that's the cool part about coaching is every year's a little different. Players mature, players grow, their skill sets grow. So it's hard to say that there's anything completely different. They're just all unique and special. And I'm just blessed to be the coach at Har-Ber and to have great kids to work with every day, and just excited to keep watching them grow because we're still pretty young. Only 2 seniors on our team, so we still have a big upside.
Speaking of young, your birthday is tomorrow?
I set you up for that,
Yeah, you did. I was waiting for the word. Your birthday is tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about how this might be a good little thing to go into birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's my 50th birthday tomorrow. I'm not ashamed to say I'm an old lady, but, my birthday being in basketball season my entire life, my father being a coach, there wasn't a whole lot of birthday celebrations on January 22nd. So it's just another day to come to work and, excited to just spend the weekend with some friends when we have a chance to unwind a little bit.
Surprise of the year here. You are my mother, so I'm in a coaching family as well.
Yes.
My birthday's March 15th. I know people might think that's not that big of a deal.
Big shot right there.
That's the state championship game. You've been to 7 of them, so I think we've missed, respectively, both of us have missed a few birthdays.
Right. I used to hear that when you were little, that, Mom, why are you in the state finals? Like, it's my birthday weekend. Yeah, but I think looking back now, it's probably time well spent for you.
As the War Eagles are starting off strong, so are the Wildcats. And Coach Jenkins, you've got next week ahead of you, the reigning conference champs, the 1 seed also in Springdale, and that's going to be an eventful week. How do you manage that? And that week is your halfway point. Then you've got the playoffs, which are announced last week, that are going to be at Springdale High School, so it's in your backyard.
Yeah.
tell us a little bit of the point of view from Coach Jenkins on the rest of the season, and I'll let you go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, gosh, our conference is so tough. We have some really great coaches and really great teams. So, nothing's done yet. We got a lot of work yet to do. We are excited for Springdale High School to host the state tournament, because that keeps it really, where we don't have to do a lot of travel and we can stay in a good routine during that week. And just got to stay, getting better, stay healthy, stay focused on, little things, and just be ready for every game.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us, and a happy early birthday on behalf of Springdale Athletic Foundation and your son. As we will get back into the action, we'll let Coach Jenkins go. Congratulations, Coach, on a good win tonight.
Thank you, and go Cats.
As we are in the action, 11-10 our score here in the first quarter, 3:39 left to go in that period, as the Wildcats up by 1, the War Eagles at the line. As that one good. That's Bryson Jackson, the 6'2 senior, who will knock down the shot. So a competitive game here to start. 11-11 our score. Tied ball game, 3:39 left to play in the first period. That second free throw miss will stay tied. Cortland Muldrew has 8. Jabari Washington with 3. That's your points for the Wildcats. Marlee not playing in this game due to some leg pain as well as missing practice, according to Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh. So he will be MIA all of this game. You didn't have Jabari Washington or Muldrew in the previous game, and Washington says, "Did you miss me?" He scores his 6th point of the night. So the two players that didn't play in the previous game against Southside now have all 14 points of the Wildcats here to start. Going inside, trying to find a shooter. He does. Now back out to Karas. Karas, he'll line up the 3. Gets it to fall, and we're back and forth. Punches being exchanged by both the Wildcats and War Eagles, and we're knotted up at 14-14. Muldrew with it. Spencer set to check in. He came off a great game against the Southside Mavericks, where he got into double digits. Washington now with it. They're zoning the Wildcats. Bledsaw, pull up, Jay. Book it. You love to see Bledsaw get a little more active scoring the ball wise. Going inside, trying to send, no, he reverses back, does Jackson. Jackson against Muldrew, back out Karas. Inside, back outside, I guess. Trying to look for 2 against Muldrew. Cannot get it. Now Karas coming off the screen. Back over Jackson. 3 up 3. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Bledsaw. Wood coming the other way. Sizing up. Giving to Washington. He'll go inside for 2. Fading. Doesn't get it. Might have been blocked away. Trying to get in the full court running, and that will be out of bounds off of Carter Cox. And we'll go the other way. Spencer will check in, as well as Niepling. B.J. Grundy will go to the bench for the Wildcats. We talked with Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh. B.J. Grundy has been a major addition to this Wildcat team. Got some rope here in about the, what do we say, about the 4th game of conference. Trying to do math. 3rd game, he really got into Bentonville West. Hayden Wood soars for 2. He got in Bentonville West, hit the 3, got some extended minutes in the next game, and just took them and ran. He's done a great job for the Wildcats. Now in the starting lineup. Wood, first points of the night right there off the soaring layup. Karas swinging, now Wassman. Back Karas. See, Jackson has come out, so has Blevins. So 2 starters that are big for this War Eagle team now on the bench. Trying to get it inside, they do. Cox back out, 3 up 3. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound Muldrew. And he'll come the other way, not looking to really push too much pace. Kind of slowing down, being more methodical with it. 45 seconds left to go in the first period. 25 on the shot clock, and we've got a 4-point ball game, 18-14. Muldrew sidestep, gives to Bledsaw, back to Muldrew. Pull up, 3. Front of the iron, no good. Washington rebound, wide open. Cannot get it, gets his own rebound. Trying to go back inside, corralled by 3 War Eagles. Jump ball, and the War Eagles will have the possession. 18-14, 4-point advantage for the Wildcats. You see Jackson come back in, Blevins as well for Coach Olson. Gives it back, and Wassman will run it. Wassman up top. They're looking for a Blevins post up. At least I thought they were. Blevins fakes the three, dribbling up top, fakes another three. Now back to Wassman, 8 seconds. Jackson now with it. He's guarded by Muldrew closely, 3 seconds. Jackson, deep three. Fouled on the play is Bryson Jackson. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 3 free throws with 1.6 left to play in the first period. What is a 4-point game? Could be 3 free throws away from a 1-point game. That's how math works. Jackson, back of the iron, no good, and we will stay at a 4-point lead for the Wildcats, 18-14. They've got 1.6 left to go in the first period after 2 more free throws from Jackson. He's got 1 more. Spencer thought it was for 2. He was running off to the other side of the court. 18-15. As Jackson sunk that one, he's looking for 1 more. He's got 7 points so far. Now give him 8. 18-16. Karas will come to the game, replacing Jackson for replacing Wassman for defensive purposes. They roll it inside to Wood. He'll pick up half-court heave. They're going to call nothing, even if he did make it. He didn't get off in time. 18-16 into the first quarter, a 2-point advantage in favor of the Har-Ber Wildcats. We'll be back after this quick commercial break.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Welcome back. 18-16, a 2-point advantage in favor of the Wildcats. A fresh 8 on the second quarter clock, and we will see the same lineup. Well, no, never mind. Bledsoe will come out, B.J. Grundy, and that is the changes from what we just saw from the Wildcats as they go a little smaller in their lineup. They're face guarding Muldrew with Jackson over in the corner. Wood against 3, back out Washington. From 3, doesn't get it. Blevins with the rebound. Washington already has 2 threes in this ball game. So that was what that's the shot you wanted if you're the Wildcats. Jackson up top against Wood, sizing up, fakes the 3. Back to Jackson. Going inside for 2, putting it up and in. Jackson against Wood, and we've got 18-18. Jackson has 10 here to start in the first half. Muldrew now with it. He's guarded by Jackson. Getting the screen from Spencer up top, the double team being sent. Wood going inside, laying down the hammer. Call him 4 because he will get 2 and 1 more at the line. I didn't even mean to rhyme right there. 20-18 our score, 7:08 left to play in the second period. I talked to Wood before the game. I said, please go get me a poster. That was pretty close. He gets the 3-point play. And we'll go the other way. Jackson now with it, 21-18, a 3-point advantage now for the Wildcats. Jackson looking from the screen from Blevins. Going inside against Muldrew, gets the bump, back out Karas, sizing up Grundy. Back to Jackson. They've really just had that ball in the hands of Jackson a lot tonight. Going inside, looking outside for Wassman. Gets away from Wood. Now wide open three. No good from the back of the iron. And Muldrew will come the other way. Muldrew against Jackson. Fade away. Mid-range. Washington with a rebound. Now Muldrew with it. Putting up for two. Doesn't get it, and they'll give him the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. The War Eagle faithful not happy with the call. But I don't think we see reversals in high school basketball. That one will go to Blevins, the team's second in the quarter. Timeout called by Coach Olson and the War Eagles. We'll take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Corlin Muldrew at the line. He'll shoot two. 21-18 after the timeout from Coach Olson and the War Eagles. See the same lineup out there for the Wildcats. Muldrew misses the first. He's got 8 in the ball game. Jabari Washington with 6. Wood with 5. And Muldrew misses the pair. A very rare sight for the Wildcats on that trip to the free throw line for Muldrew. Wassman now with it, gives to Jackson, who's been guarded by Muldrew all night. They really had Muldrew as the point of contact defender on Jackson. Blevins pull up three, doesn't get it. Will go the other way. Muldrew now with it, sizing up, going inside, dribbling out of the double. Now the double being sent. It's still there. They're getting him all the way to half court, and the blocking foul called. That one, Isaac Karras will pick up that foul. His second personal. He's done a lot of defensive responsibilities on Muldrew as well. Substitution here, that'll be number 33, Carter Cox will come back into the game for Blevins. They get the ball inside to Spencer. Now Grundy, guarded by Cox. Wood up top, he'll pull, deep three, short. 5:45 left to go in the half, 21-18, a three-point advantage for the Wildcats. Ball up top, now down low, Cox back to Niepling. Back to Cox, they keep it on that side of the court, do the Wildcats for the War Eagles. Now Jackson with it, he'll try to get up top, try to get a driving lane against Muldrew. Back out Wassman, faking, going inside. Cox with it. Kind of resetting, but they've got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Carr is going to have to do some work here. 2, and gets it up, doesn't go. Muldrew gets the rebound. He's gotten a lot of those here to start. Spencer driving inside and is fouled. That is 4 team fouls now on the War Eagles to the 0 of the Wildcats. Grundy will now, Wood will now inbound. Get it inside to Spencer. He'll drive left side, putting up for 2. Gets it, no call. 23-18. Jackson now with it. Driving against Muldrew. Sending back out. Now to Cox. Driving baseline. As Bledsaw hit the floor, they're going to call a blocking foul on Bledsaw. And we'll stay on the baseline now for the Wildcats. You see quick substitution here from Coach Olson. You're going to see Blevins come in as well as Peyton Mays, 2 seniors for this War Eagle team. Got a slew of seniors here that are playing in this ball game for the War Eagles. Experienced. Trying to get inside to Blevins. They do, but a foul called on Bledsaw. That's 2 in a row called on Bledsaw. That'll be his second personal. Jabari Washington set to check in, as well as Sammy Hinsey. Hinsey and Washington will come in, replacing Grundy and Bledsaw. Again, reminder, no Marley here tonight. If you're a Wildcat fan, that is a sad sight to see. Blevins will pick up the foul. That's a good sign to see if you're a Wildcat fan. The offensive foul on Blevins, his second personal. The War Eagles don't go that deep. They've gone they've gone three deep here to start, but they've really kept in Karras, Jackson, and Blevins, and really Wassman as much as possible. Washington to Wood, guarded by Karras. Karras has 2 fouls. Guarding Wood, fadeaway jumper, gets it to fall, and that is something that Coach Deffenbaugh talked at halftime about Wood. You can put him in multiple positions, and he will go to work for this Wildcat offense. 25-18 now our score, 7-point advantage. Out of Blevins, sizing up Washington, going inside, faking, going for 2. Washington with the block. Now Muldrew in transition, getting it up to Spencer for 2, and he gets it to fall, and timeout called by Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh and the Wildcats. He'll take a 30-second timeout. 27-18, the Wildcats advance the lead now to 9. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network. (27-18), 3:55 left to go in the second period as the War Eagles now have the ball. Spencer touches the ground on that one, gets back up though. Now to Wassman. Back over Jackson. Wassman, he hasn't really, I don't think he's attempted a shot yet for the War Eagles. If you're a normal watching Wildcat fan who watches the War Eagles, someone that has always been a standstill member is Ben Manuel. He is no longer part of this War Eagle team. I think he went prep school, if to my understanding is correct. He was a monster for the War Eagles for 3 years. A name that I had memorized without looking at a roster. That means they're good. As Wassman will inbound, and another foul call. That one assessed to Isaac Karras. That'll be his 3rd personal, and that is a second possession that we have seen now where there was a foul called on the Wildcats and then immediately another foul called on the War Eagles consecutively. First one being Blevins. Muldrew inside against Jackson, and one play. Cortland Muldrew. 3:15 left to go in the second period. 29-18, the Wildcats looking to push the tempo and push the score up more here in the second quarter. Karras will come out with his 3 fouls. Back into the game is Niebling. Muldrew at the line looking for one more. He sinks it. 30-18 now our score. Muldrew's got 11. Wood with 7, and Washington with 6. Looking inside, now back out Wassman. Jackson. Cox with it, sends it back. Jackson fakes the 3, going inside, pull up, mid-range, doesn't get it. Wood with the rebound, looking to go. Fakes the pull-up, going inside for 2. Doesn't get the and 1, but will get 2 free throws at the line. Hayden Wood making the big boy move, and he'll get rewarded with 2 at the line. Again, the Wildcats taking on Northside on Tuesday. We have the bye day on Friday. So Tuesday, Northside, and then Friday is the game that you should all be watching, whether it is on this broadcast of Springdale Athletic Foundation television, where I get to commentate with one of my good mentor friends, whatever you want to call him, Zach Arns, or you need to be there, because that is going to be a game to see or to remember, whatever you want to call it. That is going to be a night to remember for sure. And it's at the new Springdale Gymnasium where the state tournament will be hosted. So a lot of things going into that night. 32-18, a 14-point advantage now for the Wildcats. Niepling fakes it, gives it back up top to Wassman. That game will also mark the halfway point of conference play for this Wildcat team. They sit at the 2 seed right now, 4-1 in the 6A West. They've also not had a bye day period, so they have played a lot. Will be the last 6A West team to get a bye, if I'm not mistaken, will the Wildcats. BJ Grundy will sub into the game. He'll replace Jabari Washington, who has 3 fouls now. He's got 6 points to go with those 3 fouls. Again, no Marley for the Wildcats. Jackson fakes it. Mulder's still there defensively. He's done a good job tonight on the defensive end of the ball, trying to double Blevins. And they call a foul on Mulder. That'll be Mulder's second. Saying after the pass was made by Jackson, Mulder made too much contact with Jackson, knocking him down. Branch will come in, presumably for Mulder. After, no. Branch will go back to the bench. He was up, ready to go, but will walk back. Jackson will shoot the 2 free throws. Here comes Branch. Oh, no. I'm getting juked out. Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh juking me out on the sideline. But Mulder will stay in the lineup. He's got 2 fouls. Jackson knocks down that free throw, looking for the second. As he'll sink it, 20-32 now, a 12-point advantage for the Wildcats with 2:10 left to play in the half. Hayden Wood now with it. Gives it up, Mulder, gets a screen from Spencer up top, trying to work with Jackson defending. Jackson's picked him up all the way, but Mulder will be fouled by Jackson. That's his third. That's his third. So basically, all the big names for the War Eagles now in foul trouble. Blevins with 2, Karras with 3, and now Jackson, who has 12 points of the 20 scored for the War Eagles, he's got 3. He's also had the assignment of Mulder. Mulder tends to get his defenders to reach their hands in the cookie jar, and they don't really come out with many cookies. They come out with fouls. Mulder sinks the free throw. He's got 12 now, looking to make it 13 on the next one. Jackson will take a seat. Max Howard into the game for the War Eagles. Uno Branch will come in after the free throw for Mulder. Mulder will go to the bench. He's got 13 points, 2 fouls, and a lot of rebounds here to start this half of action. 34-20, 14-point advantage. Wassman with it, gives it up. Niepling back to Wassman. They're looking for Blevins inside, but it's very hard to score against a 2-3 zone inside unless you can break it by getting into kind of the high post area. But how they're sinking in, that's something the Wildcats are doing really well. They're sinking in on the post with their wing defender on the 2-3, which is allowing no pass inside. Wood looking to push the tempo. Now Hinsey is rewarded with the 2. You run with Wood, he'll make a decision for you. 36-20, 16-point advantage as Hinsey gets on the board for the first time tonight. Niepling back up, Wassman. Still the 2-3 zone here working for the Wildcats. They get it to the corner so they can't collapse, but now they can on the post. They do get it inside. That's Blevins against Wood. Wood gets the block, but the foul called on the floor. I don't know if they'll get the continuation. They'll go to Ryan Spencer with the foul. They will give him the continuation, and we will go to the line. Emmett Blevins will shoot 2. 51 seconds left to play in the half. Muldrew set to check back in, as well as Peyton Mays. Blevins misses the first. Muldrew comes back in for Branch. Muldrew sat for maybe a total of 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Blevins with the second, misses the pair. Blevins still scoreless in this ball game. Hinsey to Grundy, wide open three, knocks it down, BJ Grundy, and that is something that he can do. Running back into the play is Wood. Blevins and one. He was scoreless, no more. Emmett Blevins will go to the line to shoot one for the War Eagles for the and one play. Emmett Blevins, if you recognize that name for the Wildcats, he was a Wildcat last year for the JV team and Coach Potteroff. Now a starting center at Heritage War Eagles. Blevins looking to add a point. He does. He's got three now in the ball game. 23-39 our score. As Wood now has it, maybe 0.2 difference between shot clock and game clock. There's not enough for the Wildcats to rush here. They have the last shot if they choose to do so. Looks like Muldrew's wanting that. He's talking with Wood. You see them talking back and forth. Who wants the last shot is, I guess, the discussion. Then they double Muldrew. Hinsey now with it, 11. Hinsey going inside, dribbling back out, giving to Muldrew, 7 seconds. Muldrew with the double, gets picked his pocket. Going for two, now Wassman, 1 second, Wassman doesn't get it, and that is all she wrote for first half action. 39-23, 16-point advantage for the Har-Ber Wildcats going into the half. We'll be back with fresh third quarter action here at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television after a quick word from a few of our loyal sponsors.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit.
My credit score wasn't that good.
But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
Thank you.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feet program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part of our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help.
Welcome back. 39-23 our score. A 16-point advantage in favor of the Har-Ber Wildcats coming out of the halftime break. We see the starters back for the Wildcats: Muldrew, Wood, Washington, Grundy, and Bledsaw on the court now for the Wildcats. Interesting to see if we'll see the starting lineup back, except for, no, that's the starting lineup back for the War Eagles. And the reason I say that's interesting, these teams are in foul trouble respectively. You've got, let's see, the board is not correct whatsoever. You've got Jackson, who now has the ball. He has 3 fouls. Karras has 3 fouls. Blevins with 2 fouls. Muldrew has 2 fouls, or 3 fouls. Yeah, I suck. I cannot remember. Washington has 3 fouls. Bledsaw has at least 2. So that is why it's a little peculiar to see these lineups out here right now. But Blevins inside for 2. Bank shot good, and the bank is open here on Tuesday. 39-25, 14-point advantage for the Wildcats. Wood up top with it against Wassman. Backing down, sending back out, wide open 3, Jabari Washington. Back of the iron, no good. Jackson coming the other way, looking to push, now slowing down. Never mind, pulls the 3. He doesn't get it. Blevins, rebound, up and in. Emmett Blevins making his presence known here to start the third quarter. He's got all 4 points scored here to start for both teams. Foul away from the ball. Or something. No, okay. It's going to be the shot clock. The shot clock didn't reset. So we'll now get a sideline out of bounds. The Wildcats will have, as soon as they reset this, they've got 7 minutes on the game clock. They'll have 30 seconds on the shot clock now. 39-27, 12-point advantage. Wood now with it. He's guarded by Karras, but Karras has the 3 fouls. Looking like maybe a zone action. Yeah, it's a 2-3, but the one on the wing is staying with Muldrew. That basket good for Bledsaw. He's got 4. He had the mid-range pull-up, now that layup. What's on the horizon for this Wildcat team? Wildcats take on Northside next week on Tuesday. They have the bye this Friday, and they will take on Springdale, who I'm going to just call the big dogs, really. The Springdale Bulldogs, the leading team in the 6A West, 5-0. They have the bye today. They'll play Friday. I can't remember who they have Friday. It's Fayetteville Friday, which that'll be a very good game, both men's and women's. But 41-29, we get back into the action. And then after that Springdale game, that is the halfway point of conference play for the Wildcats. And we will go on to the next of that. And then the playoffs, which is hosted at Springdale High School. So not a lot of traveling left for this team that has traveled a ton here this season in the non-con. Jabari Washington, pull up, three, bank shot, bank it, I guess. I said the wrong words. It goes in nonetheless. Jabari Washington from outside knocks it down. He's got 9. 44-29 is our score. 2-3 zone right now being played by the Wildcats. They love to fluctuate between the man, the 2-3, and Blevins is not stopping for no one. He's got 8 in the quarter now, and they are feeding him down low. He's now guarding Washington, who just came up with the basket for the Wildcats, trying to get fancy with it. Washington going up for 2, doesn't get it, and Hayden Wood, they're going to call an offensive goaltending because he was hanging on the rim. They're going to count no basket. Hayden Wood had one hand on the rim holding himself up and trying to tip the ball in. That's called offensive goaltending, or offensive interference, if you will. And Jackson will come the other way. He's guarded by Grundy. 12-on-12 action here. Has a right side to work with. Knocking down Bledsaw. And the charge drawn by Taven Bledsaw. And it looks, Coach Olson saying the referees had differing opinions on this one, but the baseline referee ultimately is the expert on that one, the primary source, if you will, because he's right there. The action's right in front of him. But the sideline referee had a blocking call. He made the motion, but the baseline referee called the charge, and that is ultimately what will be the law. 44-31, 13-point advantage now for the Wildcats with 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Washington, who has had the ball in his hands a lot here to start the third quarter. Muldrew up top against Karras, going inside for 2, weaving and getting the basket to fall is Muldrew. He's got 15. Leading scorer for the Wildcats with 15 is Muldrew. Washington guarding up top. Now a deep 3 from Niepling, no good. And that will be a foul called on Blevins as he was getting a little too physical trying for the rebound against Muldrew. That's the third foul on Blevin. He has 11 points for the War Eagles. Leading scorer for the War Eagles, Jackson with 12. Muldrew gives up Wood. Guarded by Niepling up top. Gets the screen from Bledsaw, going for 2. Weaving, doesn't get it. Washington offensive board. Back out Bledsaw now. Muldrew for 3. Doesn't get it, but I see a Wildcat and a War Eagle on the ground. Something's got to be called, and that will be called on Hayden Wood. We will go the other way. Hayden Wood will pick up his first foul of the game off a, I guess what you would call a loose ball foul. As him and Mays both hit the ground at the same time. Wassman will come down the court with it. He gives it up Niepling. You don't see Jackson on the floor right now. He's the starter out right now for the War Eagles. Mays in his place. Blevins guarded by Muldrew. Muldrew now takes the assignment of Blevins, who started off strong here in this third quarter. A versatile defender is Muldrew. He's about 6'3", 6'4", and got some muscle to him as he is not backing down from the post player assignment of Blevins. Wassman faking, putting up, and they will call shot clock violation on the War Eagles. We'll go the other way. 46-31, 15-point advantage for the Wildcats here in War Eagle Arena. Hayden Wood will bring it up for the Wildcats, who look to slow it down just a little bit in the half court. Look at the Wildcats last year, their MO. Now, you did have Jackson Conley in your lineup, but it was a lot faster-paced lineup. Karras for the 3 in transition, doesn't get it. But they played a lot in transition, love to push the pace. Now a lot slower in the half court, more methodical with it, if you will, are the Wildcats this year. 46-31 our score, 15-point advantage and 15 points for Cortland Muldrew. Hayden Wood will take a seat Ryan Spencer into the game for him. You assume this is a Washington Muldrew go-at-it lineup. It gets to Muldrew, guarded by Karras. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Karras has 3 fouls. He's got to be careful up top against Muldrew, who is a master of drawing fouls. Going inside for 2, weaving in, doesn't get it, but a foul called on Blevins. Blevins will pick up his 4th here in this game, and this is not the NBA. You get 5 fouls, and you're out. So Blevins, 1 more to go. Carter Cox, the 6'3" junior, set to check in now, assumably, or presumably, if you will, for Blevins. Yes, he will. Now you have Jackson on the bench with 3. You have Blevins going to the bench with 4. And you have Karras still in the game with 3. The 3 main players for the War Eagles are now in deep foul trouble. That free throw good. Muldrew sunk one of the pair. Words are hard, everyone. 47-31, 16-point advantage. Wassman now with it, giving inside to Mays, guarded by Muldrew. Back out Karras. He'll fire. Doesn't get it. Washington rebound. Looking to push to Bledsaw, who makes a reception, if you will. Inside to Washington, and a foul called on Mays to stop the momentum of Washington. Six-foot senior making the heads-up play there. Washington was looking to go up with it. He had all the momentum he needed. Mays slowing him down with the foul. Spencer to inbound, looking for Muldrew in the corner. He's guarded by Cox. Going inside, putting up the shot. I was ready. I could hear my heart skip a beat. I was ready to call for the dunk. But Muldrew decides to lay it up and in. 49-31, 18-point advantage now for the Wildcats. Hayden Wood, Uno Branch ready to check in at the next dead ball. Up top, Cox. He slips on the play, gives up Niepling. Muldrew tries to shoot the gap now into Cox for 2. Gets it to fall. He's had a hard time staying up on consecutive possessions, but he gets the basket. Jabari Washington up top. He's done a lot of ball handling here in this ball game so far. No Marley in this game if you're now joining us. He is out with some leg pain. Muldrew from deep 3. Book it. And timeout called from Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh on the Wildcats. Muldrew has 21 here in this ball game, making the lead now 19 for the Wildcats. 1:37 left to play in the 3rd period. Full timeout from Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh. We'll take a full timeout with him. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food.
Welcome back. 1:37 left to play in the 3rd period. 52-33 our score. Wassman to inbound. War Eagles with a 19-point deficit in War Eagle Arena here in Rogers, Arkansas. Wassman gets it across to Cox, but that wasted about 10 seconds off the shot clock, something Tommy Deffenbaugh is known for in his full court pressure. Not necessarily for the steal, but to slow down the opposing team and waste time off the shot clock so they can't get their offense too quickly. Waste 10 off that one. And now 10 seconds on the shot clock. They try to get inside. Branch with the steal. 2-on-2. Branch keeps it for himself. And Hayden Wood! Nope, they call it off. Wow, I was ready to go. You heard me. I was ready to go, right? I'm looking at my director. I about stood up. But Uno Branch will be fouled And I get to save one of my catchphrases for later, I guess. I got a whole list of them. So we'll see. My director, I think, said Dipsy Doo Dunkaroo. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That is something that is laughed at, but I'm proud of because can't forget it, can you? Yeah. I'm getting confirmed here from my director, and that's all that matters. A minute and 4 left to play in the third period. 52-33. Branch looking to extend the lead to 20. He misses the pair of free throws, and we'll go the other way. Up by 19 are the Wildcats. Karis back over to Mays. Back to Karis. Running the baseline was Niepling. They can't get to him. 43 seconds left to go in the third period. Mays back over. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Corner three. Cox decides against it. Drives back out. Niepling. Up three. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Washington. 30 seconds left to go in the third period. Taven Bledsaw speeding up. Gives it to Spencer, who fakes a three. Back out Washington. Dribbling up top. Going inside. And a travel call. That's the right call. We'll go the other way. 52-33. I think Washington got a little excited that he was in that point-blank range. I mean, really, when you put him that low down by the block and short corner area, you might as well put some points on the board. As Blevins and Jackson will come into the game. Blevins has 4. Jackson actually has 4 as well. As the reason they have not been playing as much. They're the leading scorers for the War Eagles. Jackson with 12, Blevins with 11. Jackson. Sidestep three into the quarter. 1 second left. Washington rebound. And that'll do it for the third quarter of action. 52-33. A 19-point advantage with a fresh 8 looming on the fourth quarter clock. We'll be right back here with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School. And without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Welcome back. 52-33 our score. A 19-point advantage for the Har-Ber Wildcats going into a fresh 8 fourth quarter clock. Hayden Wood, Hinsey, Uno Branch, Cortland Muldrew, and Ryan Spencer will be being sent to keep him on one side of the court. And the foul called up, being sent to keep him on one side of the court. And the foul called up top. They will not count the continuation. 54-35. Muldrew has 21. He leads all scorers here tonight. That foul called on Uno Branch. $54-35, a 19-point advantage still for the Wildcats after the trading two from Wood and Blevins. Jackson falls down on the play. Wildcats active on it. Olson calls the timeout. Coach Olson and the War Eagles will take 30 seconds to talk it over. We'll stay right here, and I want to talk to you about something that is very near and dear to my heart. The Springdale Athletic Foundation Instagram page. We are active, giving you all coverage of Wildcat and Bulldog basketball here in this season. Why am I near and dear to the heart? Well, because I run it, and it's fun to see all the new followers. So if you are not following at Springdale Athletic Foundation on Instagram, go ahead, give us a follow, give us a chance. The Athlete of the Week being announced this Saturday, the first one of the basketball season announced on Saturday, but then the polls open back up and we'll have a new one the next Saturday after that. basket. They'll say it's on the floor and will not give him the continuation. That'll go baseline out of bounds now. That's the third on Muldrew. B.J. Grundy will come into the game replacing Hinsey. Wassman to inbound, gets it inside to Mason against Muldrew. And Muldrew, he's taken on the assignment all night tonight defensively. Whether it's been Blevins, who really him and Wood have kind of interchanged on that one. Washington's also seen some minutes on Blevins. Or Jackson. Muldrew has guarded Jackson primarily in this ball game. Muldrew wanting all the smoke, if you will, in this game. Wood now with it, gives it back Muldrew. Grundy is in the corner wide open. But the double, that's kind of what they want. They want you to send it to the corner so they can run at it. Kind of the zone that they're looking at right now. I can't tell exactly what it is. It looks like maybe a 3-2. Spencer, pull up, Jay. Hayden Wood tries to tip it back in, doesn't get it. 5:25 left to go in the fourth. Now Jackson in transition, fakes it again. He'll get one more, 57-38. 19-point advantage. Jackson makes it 39-57. Jackson now has 15, leading the scorers, or not 15, sorry. He has 14, who is second leading scorer to Blevins, who has 15. Branch drives, trying to get back out. Wood now with it. He's guarded by Wassman tightly. Going inside, Wood weaving for two, and that's something that Wood has added to his game this season. The athleticism and the getting up in the air, and you got to take me down. Otherwise, I'm scoring the basket. The Wood mentality has changed, and it has changed for the better in his senior season campaign. Going inside for two, Jackson doesn't get it. Tipped back out Mays. He'll drive baseline, looking for Wassman. Now Karras, now Jackson. Good ball movement results in the missed shot. War Eagles moving the ball well, just could not get the basket. Grundy falls on the ground. Muldrew pull up three. Spencer offensive rebound. Fade away jumper, doesn't get it. Wood rebound, put back and in. Wood doing the dirty work down low, getting rewarded with an easy two. 15 points now for Hayden Wood. And Coach Olson emptying the bench now. Deffenbaugh will respond in kind. Karras sinks the basket. And we will see for the second game in a row, the Wildcats will empty the varsity bench. Cortland Muldrew, he knows it's coming, so he takes the shot, doesn't get it. 61-41. Muldrew has 24 in this ball game. And B.J. Grundy will pick up the foul. He's trying to get his players in. He's trying to get his friends in to the ball game. And you see a slew of new Wildcats into the game. Coach Deffenbaugh said it's always a great time to get all your players in, to reward them with minutes where they might not get those in regular season games, but you love, or not regular season, but in the closer of games, you love to see them get in now. Up top now to the corner, three up three, rims out, no good for the War Eagles. Going inside, Hamby, back out, Hinsey, three up three, count it! Sammy Hinsey from downtown, 64-41, 23-point advantage now for the Wildcats in War Eagle Arena. To the corner, three up, rims in and out for the War Eagles, and we'll go the other way. QB1 throws it up to Branch. Branch inside for two. He gets his basket to fall. The defensive specialist for this Wildcat team gets his own bucket there. 66-41, and the lead is extending now for the Wildcats. Hamby guarding up top against a War Eagle. I'm trying to get names here. Hassler back up top, Niepling three. Rims out again. Rebound up and no good. Hudson Pillar with that one. Back out. Wide open three, doesn't get it. Branch with a rebound, looking to push the pace. Slowing down, sending back out. Stolen away, breakaway. Hassler for two, misses the shot, put back up and in. Max Howard with the recovery. Bryce Owens now with it. Gives it up, Hamby. Now Hinsey. Branch fakes it, Hamby. Sizing up, going inside for two. Hamby lays it up and in, and the Wildcat bench loving what they're seeing, and then more substitutions now for the War Eagles. They'll fully empty their bench now. Hudson Pillar gives it up, Golden. This is going to be bad. I don't know the names. Going inside for two, sending back out. Back to Golden. Against Hinsey. Faking the three, driving inside. Back out three. Hudson Pillar knocks it down. The 6'6" junior with the three-point basket. 46-68 now our score. Hamby with it, gives it up, or no, keeps it. Sending to the corner, Branch. Off the foot of Branch, and will go the other way. A minute and 10 left to play in the ball game. 68-46, our score, a 22-point advantage for the Wildcats here with almost a minute left to play. Up top, dribbling against the defense are the War Eagles. That was number 5, Josh Mulder. Get as many names in here as I can. Mulder back with it. Hudson Pillar now. Inside, Golden. He'll get the two. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth period. 68-48. 20-point advantage. About a 5-second difference between shot clock, game clock. Going inside for two. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Hinsey. Now Owens from three. Doesn't get it. Branch put back in. 70-48. 22-point advantage for the Wildcats. 8 seconds left. Golden tries to get the cutter. Doesn't get it. Breakaway. Going in for 2 and 1 play. And I can't stop laughing. If you see what's on our camera, that's hilarious. Owens tries to celebrate. That's hilarious. Owens almost knocks down. There's .2 in the game, and that will be the ball game. 72-48, and we will call it a night here for the Wildcats. They get the 24-point win. The Lady Wildcats got a 54-point win earlier on in our night, and that is a dramatic night for the Wildcats, sending a message that they are one of the ones to beat in the 6A West in both women's and men's. They are both now sitting at the 2 seats still, both teams 5-1 in conference play. The Har-Ber men's Wildcats dropping a game to Bentonville West, the Lady Wildcats dropping to the Fayetteville Bulldogs. I don't see many more drops here for these two teams as they progress into the rest of conference season. They have 2 more games next week, Northside on Tuesday, and then they have Springdale on Friday. You have the bye day on Friday, so we will not see you. The next time we will see you is Northside on Tuesday. I've been Connor Jenkins on behalf of Springdale Athletic Foundation, Donald Tucker, Dr. Jared Cleveland, Superintendent of Springdale Public Schools, and Athletic Directors Wayne Stellick, that's a throwback, Keith Fimple, Eric Burnett, Chris Wood. We thank you so much for joining us, and have a great night.